Let's look at the recent death of the governor of Ondo State, Rotimi Akeredolu. How did that hit you, the announcement of his death?
Well, the sudden demise of Arakunrin Rotimi Akeredolu, the immediate past governor of Ondo State, came to me as a rude shock. Because I thought he had health challenges, but I thought he would make it, but unfortunately he did not. And I think there are lessons to draw from that because of the politics of his last days, the health, how it was managed. Because by the time the governor came back, we've seen pictures, he was looking very healthy. And just all of a sudden we started hearing stories that things have gone bad, that is this, is that, and a lot of it you think maybe they are rumors. But for me, I don't know the rationale for bringing the man from Germany when he wasn't fully recovered. It is the governorship seat is nothing compared to his being alive. But we could now see that the politics here and there is that let us bring the man here so that we can stay in power. It was a power contestation thing. This group versus the other group. The Ayetidawa group versus the Akeredolu group. They are loyalists in government. So, and I think it got so bad that they were so polarized. The agitations, the protests, and all the rest in those things, we all witnessed it, which was totally unnecessary.
Now, bitterness and squabbles between governor and deputy is becoming a usual occurrence. And as we witnessed in the case of the late governor of Ondo State, and I think we also witnessed in Edo State and maybe in other parts of the country. What should be done to prevent this type of occurrence?
Well, I think a lot of people have criticized the 1999 Constitution in the sense that the Constitution did not make provision for specific role for the deputy governor. And you see governors shortly after after 99, talking about deputies being spare tires. That was when that entered into our political lexicon, that deputy governors are spare tires. If you call somebody spare tire, you mean that that guy is useless. You may need him one day, but unless the main tire, one of the four main tires is deflated or anything happens, you don't think about the spare tire. And I think even the late Governor Akeredolu made an allusion to it when he wanted to swear in Ayeti Datiwa, that it is only if I'm down that you can go up. So I think fundamentally the issue has to do with our constitution.
This wrangling also extends to succession situations when a governor is rounding off and is supposed to be succeeded by another one. We see situations where a governor still want to manipulate the process, either in favor of a candidate or manipulate against someone. What do we do to have a situation where we have a system that prevents anyone to manipulate the process?
Well, like I said earlier on, we are running a very faulty constitution. We should have a seamless transition. If you are leaving government, what is your business about who takes over from you? That is the business of the party. And when you look at what we run now, we are running democracy without parties. And it is so sad because the way the parties are now, they are not political parties in the real sense of it. They are just associations that will serve as a vehicle to access power. And that's why a lot of people have been clamoring for the inclusion of independent candidates in the constitution. So that, for instance, if I live around Bashiri here and I'm popular and people say, okay, we need a local government chairman, this man can do the job, fine. I don't need to join any political party. Just to get a form and show interest, and I'll be included on the ballot. But that's not possible now. So you need to run through a party. But we now have parties who are practically owned by individuals. So it's easy for them to manipulate things.
What's your comment on Wike and Fubara currently in Rivers?
These are some of the things that we are talking about. When Wike was about leaving, he shopped for Fubara. Every other person in the House of Assembly has presently considered, unless people are not members of the PDP, who are sponsored by Wike, either for the funds or the cost of running the election. So they are Wike boys, they are Wike loyalists. It's not because these people too cannot run their own election. But just like we said, the cost of governance is going haywire. The cost of running election is just too much for somebody who has been doing honest job, who has not for one reason or the other stolen from the public till at a particular point in time and has amassed wealth. And that's why it's been so easy for somebody, maybe he's a drug dealer in the US. We've seen the outcome of some of those things. He will come home and say, I want to be a member of House of Reps, I want to be senator. And before you know it, you start throwing money around the community, shopping, buying chieftaincy titles and all the rest. So it is this kind of people that sustain the party, not the people that are elected to run the party. So that's why we've been talking about the supremacy of the party. If you belong to a political party, for crying out loud, you must be a financial member of the party if you want to benefit. In the old AG, that was the situation. In the old UPN, that was the situation.
But
you
today,
must have a card so that you contribute, because they won't force you. But if there's a benefit and you step forward, the first question will be, are you a financial member of the party? If you say no, then no. This opportunity that we have, we go to financial members of the party.
And that is why it seems today the parties are most of the time financed by the man in government, either as a governor, as a senator, or in any public office. And that appears to be the reason they are the ones calling the shots.
That is very obvious, because he who pays the piper dictates the tune. And some of us have said this in different fora, that we have to cut the umbilical cord between the party and the political office holder. What I mean by that is that the party is the mother end. The situation we have now is that the money guy controls the party. So it's like putting the cart before the horse. Nothing is going to work at the end of the day. We need to have a rethink and empower the party. And how do we do it? The mass members of the political party should be sensitized to contribute. In those days, it's just little money that they used to pay staff in various and the party secretariat. If they say, okay, at the weekly meetings, donate 500 or 1,000, it is the sum of that money that the party, across all the local government, that will come into the party, then donations that they will use in running the party. But what do you see these days? Chairman of parties will go and sit down for hours in the governor's office. What are they looking for? They are looking for money to run the party. At least they have people there who will collect salary at the end of the month. They want to travel. They need to take the bus somewhere. They don't have money on their own to do anything. Well, where would the money come from? They don't take subscription from members. They rely solely on elective members. And that is wrong. You can't run a party like that.
Shouldn't there be a way to checkmate a governor using public fund to run his party when the party is just for a section of the society, not for everyone?
Yes, because there was a time in this country, even I could recollect during the UPN days, even during the age, it's okay, if you are a member of our party, some of them wanted to join the fray, contest for election. And they said, our Lord said, no, we can't all do that. If you are doing business, stay put in your business. Let the government patronize you so that when we need money, it is out of those business that we have done, maybe a gift that you give to the party, maybe it's 10% of your profit, then they keep it, the monthly or whatever subscription for members of the party, so that we can have it. But when they have specific projects, they say, okay, let us, office holders, political office holders, let us contribute so amount. You know, now it is those who are in government, governors to be specific, that are running the party. It's a one-man show.
People of the fountain.